Hey everyone, Erica with the K here. We're in a different spot of my house because the lighting's pretty good here and I never realized it. I usually hate hi-hats because of what it does to my nose. It like really accentuates the crookedness of my nose, but I don't feel like it's doing that right now. So let's get into it. Today's video is going to be on how I do my eyebrows, a step-by-step tutorial on how I wax my eyebrows. So let's get into it. This is the Gigi hot wax. This is what I use for my face. I use sugar wax for my body. I use hard wax for my face because I'm new at sugar waxing and it's easier for me to get, let me put it down to get a more precise wax on my face where it has to be very precise. It's easier for me to do that with hard wax than it is for me to do it with sugar wax. Sugar wax I love using on larger parts of the area, more sensitive parts of the area because it's just really good for that. Sorry, that's my Ring doorbell. Okay, that's the Gigi one. Sometimes when I'm lazy, I'll just pop this in the microwave. This is for sensitive skin. It's the Gigi one as well. The other one is just a regular hard wax one. Sometimes I'll use this one. Again, this one I could use for this one I would use for my face as well. And sometimes when I'm feeling really fancy, I'll use the charcoal detox hard wax. I don't use it as often, but sometimes I will use this as well. But the regular hard wax is like my go-to. Okay, I do have these strips here. These are just the like your average strips that you would use for waxing. One of the biggest things that I get on my videos is like, LOL, you can cut that bad. Yes, you can definitely cut it. I have longer eyebrows. I like to have enough strip to pull, so I don't cut mine for my eyebrows. That is accurate. I leave them full size. You can definitely cut them if you want. You can cut them this way if you feel like you only want to do that much on your eyebrow. It doesn't leave you as much to pull. Or you can cut it this way if your eyebrows are like thin and you just want to like get the underneath. I like to leave them as is. However, when I'm doing my lip or my mustache or even the middle, I could definitely use a smaller one and cut it. And then these would be my side ones. Totally up to you if you want to do that. I also use a tweezer because sometimes you don't get all the hair. So I use a tweezer as well. And I also have this Mac scissor. It's a small one that I use to cut my hair because if you guys have been here for a while, you know that my eyebrows are just like out of control and grow like weeds. They literally grow like weeds. And so I always have to trim them whenever I wax. Okay. Here are some of the sticks that I use. These are just like crafting popsicle sticks. This is something that I would use for my lip and I would use it for this part and this part covering more surface. And then I use these smaller ones for the under the eye, especially the side that's pointed is something I would do over here, which is the video that this comment was tagged in where I definitely went whoop, up a little too high, messed up my eyebrow. It wound up being the best eyebrow of my life. I didn't actually mess up my eyebrows at all. If you have eyebrows like mine that are just completely unruly and really hairy, I recommend brushing them. You can use a regular spoolie or this is the e.l.f. I don't even know. This is a brow pencil that's been so old. I haven't used it in forever because it's like done. But I keep it because I like the spoolie on it. So a regular mascara, like old mascara wand or the spoolies are all fine. I like to brush up my eyebrows first. And I go in with my little scissor from MAC Cosmetics and I cut. You want to get as, like there's little security things on these particular scissors. So this I press up against my skin so that I make sure I get the best or closest possible thing that I can. And then we do the other side. Wow, that's like really annoying. Okay, I also brush my brows down. I do have powder brows, so I'm very lucky because like when I make a mistake, it's not that bad because I have powder brows. You guys can follow my whole powder brow journey on YouTube. I have a whole playlist that's like my powder brows. And then I just kind of go in and get the little ones that are just really hanging crazy. I personally like to cut the brows before I wax them. It's just something that I like to do. And please keep in mind, whenever I do videos like this, I'm doing the entire thing through the viewfinder, so it's not as good as a mirror, but you know. Okay, then I just want to show you how bad my brows actually are right now. Like, that's not it, but you could see, nice and crusty, love that. But you could see they definitely need to be waxed. I'm not even gonna show you my lip because that's a whole nother story. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the wax. I always blow on it because I don't want it to burn me. I'm doing the pointy side first. I'm gonna try not to talk too much during this part, but give you guys a good view because I don't want to mess this up again. I'm actually gonna hold my eyebrow up. I'm gonna go in with the other side. Even though this is my at-home kit, I still don't like to double dip. It's the professional in me. Okay, I'm gonna sit this down on those little pads that I have there. I'm gonna keep my eyebrow up in my hand because I don't wanna let it go and then have the wax get on my eyebrow that I don't wanna wax, if that makes sense. I feel like if I let go of this hand right here, I have hooded eyes and it's just gonna sink and it's gonna get on the wax and I'm gonna rip off more of my eyebrow than I intended to, and I don't want that to happen. Plus, it's good to hold the skin taut. I think that's the way you say it, where you hold it like tight. When you're about to rip, make sure you do a few rubs of this to get it on good. Otherwise, you're gonna be doing nothing. And then again, I'm holding my skin tight and I'm pulling. I feel like I didn't really get that much. I did okay. I did okay on that one. But you can see there's more in there. I got to do that again. So that's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to fold this one and use it again. And again. I'm just going to do that part right there. Really rub it, hold my skin taut, and pull. There we go. Got it. Got it. This video is running a little long, so I'm just going to brush my eyebrow into shape. I'm going to brush it down a little bit, and I'm going to show you how I would do the top of my brow. So I'm going to take the bigger brush because it covers more area, blow on it. And I give myself some extra room so that I'm not taking off the top of my eyebrow anywhere. Put this on. See, this is why I would never want to cut this one because it's like the right shape at this point. Make sure I press it all down. I'm going to hold my skin with this hand. I'm going to hold it back here. I'm going to hold my skin and I'm going to pull. Nice and easy. Okay, and then lastly, I'm going to show you sorry about that. I'm going to show you the middle of my eyebrow. Again, I'm going to use a bigger one to cover more area. And I'm going to go up. You always want to go in when you're using hard wax, you want to go in the direction that the hair grows. When you're using sugar wax, you want to go in the opposite direction. So think when you use sugar wax, you want to go under the hair. So if I were using sugar wax, which I am not, I'm using hard wax, I would go this way to get under the hair. Now that I'm using hard wax, I go this way to get on the way the hair grows, and then I pull it the opposite way. This is like stringy. Stringy. All right. You can use one of the ones that were cut. And we're going to go in the direction that the hair grows, and we're going to pull it in the opposite direction. Okay. Cool. I'm going to do the other eyebrow off camera and the rest of my face because this video is super long, but I hope this helps. If you have any specific questions about waxing, let me know. I just waxed this eyebrow in the mirror and it came out so freaking good, and the pull was so good that I want to show you guys. Can you even with this? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Like, I'm obsessed with the way that one came out. Look how good that one looks. This is my favorite eyebrow. I love this eyebrow. This is the one that I originally thought I messed up. And then I was like, actually, it's the best eyebrow of my life. It's so good. It's just like perfect. Love it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this one.